Welcome back to LIVIN in Sedona channel. I'm Cami. I'm one of your local real estate agents serving the Sedona and Verde Valley area. And today you're going to want to stick around for this video, maybe grab a pen and some paper. We're going to be talking with one of our local inspectors that we use for our properties that we list and sell. And I think you're going to find that he has some very good information and some good nuggets that you might want to take note of and use in the future. So stick around and enjoy the video. Matt, and he is the owner of Silver Hammer Inspections.
Hi everybody, I am Matt Maxwell, owner of Silver Hammer Inspections. We're based out of the Verde Valley here, out of Sedona, as well as the Prescott area. We've got 2 offices in both areas to serve.
So one of the great things that I love about your company is you're service oriented, and there's a reason for that. And I love the reason. So I want you to share that with our audience.
Sure. I myself started life as a firefighter and a paramedic. My whole family was in the fire service. My brother happened to save my life a couple of times and inspired me to move on through that. And I became a flight paramedic, served our community and worked my way up into the Prescott area through that. All of my guys that I tend to hire are either like ex-military guys, ex-fire department guys, pilots, service-oriented people.
Yeah, so
because
they know how to talk to you.
They do.
I want to talk about, first of all, the buyer side, because as we know, if you don't know, if you're new to the audience, or if maybe you don't live in Arizona, when you are purchasing a home in Arizona, your inspection period is typically 10 days, unless you ask for more in the contract. That 10-day period, how quick is your, could we get you in to see the home, do your inspection? I mean, is 10 days
Sure.
good?
We schedule about 3 to 4 days out. We have enough inspectors that we're able to turn over our inspections quickly, much faster than anybody else in the Verde Valley or the Prescott areas at the moment. The services that we offer, once you get scheduled, we turn those inspection reports fairly quickly, either same day or next day when it comes to our home inspections and our termite inspections. There are other types of testing that we do, mold testing, radon testing, water potability sampling, well inspections, things of that nature, that we have to send things off to the lab. We have to wait on other companies to do, certain portions of that. So some things are out of our control and take a little bit longer, but generally we can get things turned in that 4 to 5 day window.
The reports back, and one is sent to the client, one is sent to usually the realtor that's you're working with. Sometimes it's like 100 pages.
Sure.
So what would you tell a buyer that is getting an inspection report back that's 75 to 100 pages long? What's most important that I look at? What are some top concerns that I need to really be aware of if I'm going to purchase this home?
Sure. In our inspection reports, the way that we differentiate those for your clients is we have categories, right? We have maintenance categories, deficiencies, and then emergency items.
I don't know if you can see that behind us, but we are on the golf course, so I think so.
Get them! Somebody's got to tap.
Oh my goodness. All right, so back to the 75-page inspection report. What's most important for a buyer to take a look at when they're getting that report back?
Right. So the way that our inspection company works, when you get our reports, we have things separated out into categories. We have maintenance categories, deficiencies, and emergency or hazardous conditions. Those types of things are usually in their own separate category. So that kind of gives them a level of urgency, or
Sure.
versus these are just kind of things we can take care of.
And they're color coded.
Yes.
So I like that you have red, orange, yellow. It kind of tells you the urgency of the matter with the color. So we talked about the buyer side. On the selling side, like let's say if somebody's wanting to list their property, when would be a time that they would maybe want to consider doing an inspection prior to listing their home?
Right. I think it's a good idea to do that anytime you're listing a home, but you know, I'm a little bit biased. I would say that this is a service that we provide often. There are a few different schools of thought here. Some people really want to know what's going on in their home so they can get ahead of maintenance things and deal with them before they take their home to market. Some people really want to know what it is so they can go get bids on what it would take to fix it all so they can negotiate when it goes to market. And some people really don't want to know, and they would just rather be oblivious to what's going on and sell it and deal with it in negotiations as they come. And there are a handful of big items that come up regularly on pre-listing inspections. I find roof issues a lot. I find water damage and mold issues a lot. Plumbing issues that people didn't know existed a lot. And these are big ticket items potentially if left, you know, undealt with. But if you get ahead of them and you show everybody that everything has been taken care of and it's been done appropriately, that's no longer a stumbling block for you, right? Whereas before that, somebody has an inspection done, they see all of these issues and they're likely to walk away.
Right. You wanted to expand a little bit on the buyer's side with re-inspection. Yeah.
So when it comes to re-inspection on both the buyer and seller side, actually, we offer services where we will go out, re-inspect those items, make sure that they were repaired appropriately or look like they were repaired professionally, take a look if they've got receipts or anything from contractors on your behalf, take some photos and some videos and generate a secondary smaller report that is an addendum to the original showing you the state of what those repairs are or aren't.
And is there a cost to that?
So on the buying side, it's $150 for us to come out and re-inspect, you know, a later date. On the seller side, we will typically try and work that in as part of the cost of the inspection.
All right. So it's kind of already an upfront cost built in. So what are some of the other services that you offer?
We provide residential inspections and commercial building inspections. So that's your kind of the basic thing. Just recently, I did a 30,000 square foot medical building in Phoenix. So we can handle pretty much anything that comes across your plate as a realtor. As far as beyond that, all of our guys have been certified to perform termite inspections for the state of Arizona. We operate under the license of a local pest company when we perform those inspections. And then we've all been certified to evaluate for radon, the presence of mold in the air. We do well water sampling, and we do FHA and VA water testing as well. We provide sewer scope and septic scope services, which has been a phenomenal asset to our company. If you're going to do anything,
do that.
Get a sewer scope. We've been doing this service for less than a year, and we've found probably close to $100,000 worth of plumbing repairs this year for our clients that we would have known nothing about if we didn't scope, because the water was still flowing, things were still going, and they'd had root intrusion issues or bellies or cracks in pipes and things of that nature that you just can't see because it's buried, right?
Well, this is definitely, if you're a seller, you should do this before you list your property. You have 6 months to actually do this prior to the title transfer, and it has to be done prior to title, you know, for title to transfer. You have to do this. So that is the one thing I do tell sellers. If you have a septic, and you've got to do this. You should do it now so you know what you're dealing with. Because it will be a negotiating factor on price.
Well, and the thing to know as a seller too is if you get a septic company out to pump and certify the tank and stuff, they're going to only check the tank and the lines going out from the tank. They're not going to check the connection from the tank to the house and backwards. So that's where we come in on septics. On sewer connections, it's a no-brainer as well, because you own everything from your connection at the street to the house and beyond. So if there's a root intrusion or a damaged line there, it's good to know about that.
Definitely something you want to, if you're going to list your property, that's one thing I always recommend. Just get it done now. Well, thank you for taking the time with us today to give us some tidbits. Hopefully this video was informative and helpful to you guys. I am going to put Matt's contact information in the notes below so you can directly contact them, or as always, you can reach out to Clara and I. Our information is below. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and make it a great day.